Hello all. So back again with another video from Business Insider. What day one as a Marine, Army, soldier, and Border Patrol officer is really like. Obviously, I am a Marine. Went to boot camp, Paris Island. So I know exactly what it's like. But let's see what this is gonna be. What is this? U.S. Who's that? Coast Guard? I can't really read that.
156! Open your mouth!
That yelling right there, that rarely happens. If it most of the screaming and yelling, it's probably going to be happen in groups. The only time it happens with an individual is when they're separated from the group and they're doing something and they're messing something up when they're by themselves, or they mess up too much while they're in a group and they have to pull them aside and correct them individually. But that rarely happens. What it looks like he was doing, he probably like asked to go to the bathroom or something ridiculous during a drill or whatever, and that's why he got pulled aside and they were screaming at him.
Day one of boot camp, everything changes.
We'll teach you how not to be scared!
These men and women leave their civilian lives behind, stepping into an...
No, I remember that freaking that bus ride. Mine was at night. That bus ride into boot camp. Mine was at night, and then they shave your head, and I didn't have much hair back then, so it wasn't a big a deal. And I weighed like 147, so I was like really skinny, so it wasn't.
Entirely new environment where the welcome they receive isn't what you might call warm.
Why is he screaming at a female recruit? They usually have female drill instructors for that. Oh man, I remember the most traumatizing day I think I had in boot camp was when the female recruits came by, because they're like we're all on the same like base, but we're separated. Like the buildings are far apart. So when they were when they were marching by us, dude, all we can smell is just like a fresh period. Like they were all. It was disgusting. It was the nastiest. Like the smell was wafting off of them. It was horrible.
We went inside the training programs of military branches and law enforcement agencies to find out what it takes to protect and serve. And it all starts on day one. We begin with the Navy, filmed in 2022, as a new group of future sailors arrive to begin boot camp.
The bus at night. Yeah.
Boot camp begins with the night of arrival.
Let's go! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Buses driving from O'Hare Airport.
It's a tiny man. It's not in very good shape. Our drill instructors were like freaking locked in, like tattoos, like freaking. My drill instructor. You have three. You have the senior drill instructor, and then you got the other two. Mine, it was a really tall dude, kind of skinny, but he looked like yoked. The other one was about average height, built. The senior drill instructor, he was short. He was really short, but freaking strong as hell, man. Bald dude, looked like he really like he was strong. Like he even showed off a little bit. Especially when we had to do the rope climb. This dude just grabbed two ropes with his hands and just sailed up that thing easily. Like he looked like he was like in his 50s, but freaking like incredible shape. It was freaking amazing. But yeah, I guess in the Navy, you just get like freaking mall security shape people.
Bring about 100 new recruits to the recruit in processing facility.
Let's go!
We want to put them in a stressful environment to show them that even though it might be stressful for them, they can get through it.
You're moving!
What is this, therapy? What is this? This is supposed to be boot camp. What are you talking about, lady?
Too slow!
Like, yeah, you put them in a stressful environment, but It's to help them acclimatize to stress and be able to deal with it better. It's not like freaking show them they can get through it. Like, oh, we're here for you. Like, none of that. If you break, you get left back, and you try all over again.
And then it kind of like sets the tone for the rest of training.
What the are you looking at, guy? Where did I tell you to look? Where? Where did I tell you to look? Welcome to Recruit Training Command. I'm Chief Walters. I'll be one of your facilitators this evening. When I tell you to, you will remove your cell phone. You're going to call home, call your parents, call your recruiter. I don't care who, but you're going to let them know that you arrived here safely.
They got there with their cell phones? That's wild.
You have 1 minute. Go.
What up, man? Hey, I just made it in.
I don't have long to speak, but I just want to tell you that I made it safely, but I'm okay.
You got 45 seconds. Hurry up.
I'll get through it.
I mean, we got to talk on the phone too, but like it wasn't like that. What they had us do is just like, as people are going in to get their haircuts, some people were lining up to go on the phone, to talk on the phone, and other people were like getting their haircut. So they were like doing it simultaneously. So you get your haircut, you one line, and then you go to the other line, and you talk on the phone.
I gotta go, Mom.
I called my mom. It was definitely emotional though, because you kind of know that's the last time you're gonna be able to contact your family for a little.
Why does this dude look like a lesbian? It's a whole butch lesbian right here. What is going on with you?
bit.
Love you very much. You guys have a good one. Bye.
You understand the words coming out of my mouth? Yeah. What are you saying yep to? It's yes, Chief. What is your problem, guy? What is your
what is
problem?
your problem, guy?
Why are you moving so slow?
He's moving. He's still taking his time.
You're on my time now, not your time. Hurry up.
It was brutal. I won't lie. It was culture.
Jesus Christ, sir. Do you have any testosterone in your body?
Shock. You are learning pretty much how to be a new human.
You do not know what the you're supposed to be doing at any given time. You will stand at attention until told to do otherwise. At no point in time will you look a staff member in the eyes. That's rude and
This dude got an impacted chest. I don't think this dude's ever done a pull-up in his life. This is Navy, man.
disrespectful, and that's the quickest way to piss us off. Is that understood? Yes, Chief. How about some motivation? Is that understood?
Look at this, man. Like, look at this. Like, teenage boys in better shape than this. What is this? This is paper. This is paper thin right here, man.
Yes, Chief.
Recruits receive their Diddy bags,
Hey, hurry up. Let's go. Get your socks off my table. Let's go.
which hold their different uniforms, hygiene products, and basic items
Yeah, okay, this is pretty much the same. You go get all your gear and stuff.
they'll need for boot camp.
Hurry up. Go, 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 go.
And you have to pay for that too. Like all that gear, that all comes out of your pay, and you got to pay for that. And you have to, like, if you don't return it at the end of your duty, at the end of your term, you pretty much have to pay for it. Mine, when I went to go return my stuff when I was checking out, apparently my freaking there was a guy that checked out before me, like a couple of months before me, and my roommate let this dude into my freaking into my room. He went into my closet and he stole a bunch of my stuff that a bunch of my gear that he was missing. So this dude just let him in there to steal my stuff, and I was missing a bunch of stuff that I had to pay for. I was so freaking pissed off, and I was at a different duty station at that time, so I couldn't even go back to that old roommate and freaking like beat his face. I was so mad, man.
Go, 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 go.
Recruits must provide urine samples to make sure they have no drugs in their systems. Those who can't immediately provide a sample are ordered to hydrate until they can. Although male and female recruits sleep in different compartments, some train in gender-integrated divisions.
The hell? They do that in the Navy? This dude looked like a goddamn avatar over here.
After being assigned to divisions, recruits wait to meet their recruit division commanders, or RDCs.
Get the up! Let's go!
I'll be damned this fat chick starts screaming at it's not intimidating at all.
Turn around, back the up!
Signified by their red shoulder cords, these RDCs will be with the division until
What is that? What is this? Why are they shaped like this? What is going on in the Navy?
they graduate from boot camp.
Did we say you could talk?
They want to be here to be
What is she that is ridiculous. You're not coming at me with that high-pitched voice and think you're going to intimidate me.
sailors. So that's our job.
My God. Well, she's in better shape than that black dude. I'll give her that.
To train them, to help them get there.
Why are we so slow?
Okay. Sounds like your little sister screaming at you.
Hey, you? Isn't he taller than you?
Well, no, she's just bickering and being bitchy. You just scream, lady. You tell them to follow orders. What is this? What is this? What is this tone? You can't get your voice up there?
Yes, Chief. No, Chief. Hi, Chief.
We're not their friends. We're
Yeah, Chief. Bruh, no. Just no. It's not
here
not
to
intimidating.
make them sailors.
Why are you looking at recruit? Do I owe you anything?
You want
Why is she so bitchy? Why are you looking at recruit? Do I owe you? Scream, lady, scream. What the hell is this?
them to be uncomfortable, right? You want to get them out of their comfort zone. Boot camp is hard, but when you go out to the fleet, if you make a mistake, you're going to kill somebody, right? Now his lives are at stake. So we want them to understand that the bigger picture.
Why are you soft-spoken?
Run, you will walk. Get on the yellow form.
That's a Marine right there. That's a Marine
Right now.
right there.
Sir!
You will do what you're told to do, when you're told to do it, and without question. Do you understand?
Yes, sir!
On
Sir,
day
yes, sir.
1 of boot camp, new recruits arrive at the receiving barracks, where they take their first steps toward becoming
I remember that. I definitely remember that.
Marines by walking through these
Yeah, I remember that door, everything. It all
silver
looks the same.
hatches,
This is definitely Paris Island.
symbolizing the threshold between the
Yeah.
outside world and Paris Island.
I knew it. It looks exactly the same. I remember the red bricks and everything. The freaking door, especially that goddamn door.
Already so right. Once and never again. Do you understand?
Once inside, recruits are processed and assigned to their platoons.
Yes, ma'am!
I know you were told us to come with your hands down! Put it up in the butt!
Okay, that's what they were doing to females. What the fuck? We didn't have the females right next to us. What happening? Or did we? Maybe when I came in, they weren't intaking any females at the time. I don't remember any females like.
In a bun!
I'm out! I'm out!
After graduation, Marines commit to a minimum of 4 years of service. Upon entering the
Oh, sir.
Corps, an entry-level private will earn around $20,000 a year.
Sit down. Yes, sir.
Recruits are required to make a phone call
Aye, sir.
to a family member or their recruiter to let them know they've arrived.
This is Recruit Hatcher. I've arrived safely at Paris Island. Please do not.
I know I didn't know any phone numbers at the time, but I think when we came in, I had my cell phone, so I could like check the numbers. Or did I have the number written down? I can't remember. I think I had a cell phone. I don't remember.
Not saying any food or bulky items.
They're only allowed to read the script printed for them inside the phone bank.
I will contact you in 7 to 9 days by letter with my new address. Thank you for your support. Goodbye for now.
Yes, sir.
Get in the class.
Hey, sir!
Recruits are given 3 chances to get someone on the line.
Sir, my recruit is not answering, sir.
Call him again.
Not every recruit is able to make a connection.
If there is no answer, hang it up and close it.
All right, sir.
So sad.
Sir.
but they won't have long to dwell on it. Before they get to Cape May,
we just got to the Marines. You really gonna do Coast Guard right now?
All incoming recruits report to the USO lounge at the Philadelphia airport.
What is this? Is this guy Coast Guard? What is this?
It's where they spend their final moments before beginning their journeys as Coast Guardsmen.
Looks like a bunch of weebs.
Why am I doing this? I don't know. It sounded like a good opportunity. My grandfather was in the Coast Guard.
What? Oh, what? Jesus Christ. Why would you go out of your way to look like a douchebag?
My mom's whole side of the family was in the Navy, but I didn't really feel like the Navy was my calling, and the Coast Guard felt right.
I don't have a ton of money, man. I don't come from money, so I couldn't really afford school. So this kind of seemed like my only option to do this without accruing a large amount of debt. So
I'm most nervous about, honestly, just the yelling. Something you just...
The yelling. I wasn't bothered by the yelling at all. I didn't care.
Don't get used to.
I mean, the problems start when you when you really don't care and you show you don't care. That's when it gets worse. But I was really good at making myself look scared, even though I didn't really give a shit.
I was a day-to-day life as a civilian, so.
This is the last non-stressful meeting you're going to have for the next several weeks. It's a learning experience. Their teaching methods are just a tad different.
Oh, it's very nice and polite. Coast Guard is very chill, I guess.
Than what you're used to. They're going to walk into a world that's very different for them. It's going to be very intense, so that when they go out into the fleet, stations, and cutters, that they're ready to help and ready to perform.
Wait a minute. Is that man's eyes cross-eyed?
The incoming recruits enjoy what little downtime they have left.
Get out of the hallway, let's go!
Before they line up and head to the bus that will drive them to Cape May.
Okay, Coast Guard, tough 8 weeks ahead of you. What's the motto of the Coast Guard?
Semper Paratus.
I can't hear you!
What is this? Oh my God. So weak.
All right.
The motto of the Coast Guard is Semper Paratus. It means always ready. These new recruits have about 2 hours to get ready for what happens the second their bus ride is over.
Get on the train!
They're just like puffing himself out at people like that. It's crazy.
Aye, aye, sir! Aye, aye, what? Aye, aye, sir! Hurry up!
Obviously, there's a shock and awe factor to it. Kind of everything goes haywire for a little bit.
I can barely see. This man's got to cock his neck up the whole time because his hat is all over his face.
While we do need to instill that little bit of fear.
Yeah. Now that I look back at it, surprisingly, a lot of drill instructors, they're all bald. A lot of them were bald. They weren't just shaving their head. They're bald people.
Fear and sense of urgency in them that evening.
See that ripe back head? It's ripe. This man has his hair. Good for him.
Your shirt! Yes, sir!
The main goal is...
But the back of his head is ripe, too. They got them pregnant freaking back of the heads going.
Get them in the building and get them processed and get the paperwork where it needs to go and get them in the rack.
Do it now, aye, aye! Aye, sir!
The new recruits are
Do it now, aye, aye.
issued uniforms.
Next in line. Come on this way.
And after a
What is this? What is he dressed like this?
medical exam and standard vaccinations, the male recruits get a free haircut.
Free haircut. A shitty shaved head. A free haircut.
Attention on deck!
Before the company is officially formed, they're addressed by Captain.
This man does not move shit. just stiff as a board and just let his arms dangle. What is this clown?
Owen Gibbons, the commanding officer of Training Center Cape May.
I can make you the following 3 promises. Promise number 1, this will be hard.
Promise number 1, I am never moved any part of my body that is not my hands or my legs.
Do not be afraid of that. Change is difficult. But if you give us your all, we will prove to you that you can do more than you ever thought yourself capable of.
Yes, sir!
Promise number 2, I insist that you meet every single standard of this program in order to graduate, but we will assist you to meet those standards. Do you understand?
Yes, sir!
That assistance will not always be comforting, but it will develop in you the knowledge, skills, and abilities, the attitudes that you will need to leave here and immediately begin performing frontline Coast Guard missions in service to the American public. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir!
Promise number 3.
Man,
you will
this
be completing
guy's
this
taking
program.
forever with this Coast Guard
If
shit.
you don't pay attention to what I'm about to tell you, you're gonna make your Army career very short. You treat everybody with dignity and respect.
You got a pregnant back of the head too.
Regardless of race, religion, color, national origin, gender, sexual orientation, and all other protected categories. Yes?
Yes,
Sexual assault is any unwanted physical contact in a sexual nature. So if you put your hands on another individual and you're not instructed to, or you're not saving their life,
You wouldn't instruct them to put their hands on somebody in a sexual nature, so it wouldn't count. What are you talking about?
and they file a sexual assault, and it comes down that you put your hands on this individual when you weren't supposed to, that is going to be on you. You will get kicked out of the military, and then you'll probably have to file as a registered sex offender.
I don't think so. Pretty sure you get court-martialed. You don't really have to. I mean, if the offense is egregious, yes, but like if it's just like he said, she said kind of thing, you're probably going to get court-martialed. You might not get kicked out. It's very rare that you get kicked out. You definitely you could get kicked out, but you most likely you just get kicked down in rank, get your pay deducted a little bit, and get thrown to a different command, something like that.
Do you understand?
Before they go inside, the new recruits learn some basic commands and standing positions.
Hut training time! Everyone look down at their toes. You should be able to fit a slice of pizza in between your toes. If you look around, they're gonna see you, because you're taller than everyone else! Quickly! Who wants to sit there? Move your feet! Grab one and go, it's all the same!
The recruits grab the snack that's waiting for them inside,
They got snacks?
consisting of a fruit cup, sunflower seeds, a granola bar, and a juice box.
What's the video?
Shoot.
Remain silent!
Since 1775, the Army has been the bearer of our nation's strength in every crisis or conflict. Make no mistake about it, the journey you are embarking upon will
This man got the patchy beard.
not be easy. But you wouldn't be here if we didn't think you couldn't meet the challenge.
Listen up, your last 4-year social.
After being welcomed, recruits begin what's known as processing, which can take 1 to 2 weeks before they're
Yeah, that shit. There's a lot of paperwork, a lot of signing.
actual training begins.
In a little bit, we'll give you a period to go in a room by yourself.
First, they're given one last chance to discreetly dispose of prohibited contraband, like drugs, alcohol, tobacco, and inappropriate photographs.
If any photo you
I mean, I don't think anyone really got caught with anything because you don't really get to keep a lot of stuff. So it's very hard to hide anything.
possess on your phone is less than a bathing suit, you will not have it. You will delete them all.
Recruits get rid of contraband in an amnesty room, where they dispose of it by throwing it down a metal chute.
Is anybody confused on what you can and cannot have?
The next morning, the recruits report to the barber shop, where one barber has worked at Fort Benning for almost 60 years.
I've been here ever since 1963.
It's got to be an easy job. You ain't even got to line nobody up. You just shave their head.
That's a long time. I should have been retired a long time ago.
How are you going to retire from barbering? You don't retire from service jobs, my friend.
But I wake up in the morning now, I be wanting to come out here and go to work.
Recruits are issued uniforms. They receive a series of immunizations and vaccines, and get their official photo taken, along with myriad housekeeping details that fill up their 1 to 2 week stay in processing.
Hey, sit up straight!
That is, until processing ends, and the time for training finally arrives.
Grab your bags and go!
We found a company of recruits about to begin.
Oh yeah, them big boys, man, them fatties. I mean, I was skinny as hell, but I remember those dudes just looking at them like, oh, they're gonna have a hard time. Pull-up's gonna be a struggle. All that running is gonna be a struggle. Like, you're just not gonna have a good time being that big, man. Like, it just looked bad. I remember one guy, like, he wasn't really that fat, but he was lazy as hell. And he, like, just as a person, like, everything he did, he was just slow and like, he's just lazy. He couldn't do 3 pull-ups. I think that, like, it was crazy. I think the minimum at the time was I think it was like 6, and he couldn't even do 3. And dude was struggling, man. He got kicked back because I think he was like ahead of me. He got kicked back from his platoon back to mine, and he got kicked out of mine because he still couldn't do the pull-ups. Dude was late.
In training in the armor school.
Who's a bridle?
These recruits are about to be picked up and taken to their barracks, where they'll reside for the rest of their training.
Let's go, you guys are going to the front bus, go!
This is the last chance for recruits to change their minds before training begins, like one recruit who decided to stay behind.
Yeah, hey. Some people get that cold feet, man.
This short bus ride from processing to their new barracks will be the most peaceful moments these recruits will experience for a while.
That's not true. You're going to get a lot of peaceful moments, especially between like classes and training. You're going to be sitting around waiting a whole lot because the drill instructors also need a break because they're screaming the whole time. So like in between them having a break, you're going to have a lot of peaceful moments.
What happens next?
Because it's going to be like you wake up really early and then there's just a lot of excitement. Go, 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 screaming in your face, all this stuff, a lot of exercise, a lot of training, all this stuff. Go get food. And then you get all that excitement and then you're just sitting around. And that sitting around is just like, it's more painful than any of the training.
Next is known as the shark attack.
Run! Run! At no time will you walk! You will run! Everyone you freaking go! Go! Run! Run!
They say what? Get your bags up right now! Get your bags up!
This way! You're a tough guy, aren't you? Do something!
Tough guy, aren't you? What made you think he's tough? Man, it's not even acting tough.
Do something! That's what I thought.
Do what?
Not understand this!
They're not doing it. It's just in line, man. You know.
Well, it's really just a little shock to the system so we can break them down to build them back up.
Shut the hell up!
The worst thing you do is try to talk back, man. You're just feeding them. If you just let them talk themselves out, because they got to do that regardless. Just let them talk themselves out. You'll be fine. But you start talking back, and they'll remember you. They'll definitely remember you because they had so many faces going by. The moment they start remembering who you are, that's when you're screwed.
We're breaking a lot of habits from the civilian world, and nothing better than a little shock to the system to establish that that drill sergeant is in charge to let us start our training.
Pick up your bag and hold it!
The recruits spend much of the shark attack holding their heavy bags above their heads, which takes
like holding any sort of weight, like especially like when they had to like hold a rifle out in front of you. Like that's just like, the rifle is like 7 pounds, but like if you have to hold it out for extended period of time, like freaking arms start shaking, you're like pushing your back and you're doing everything you can just to hold that thing up. But it was just like freaking painful, man. Holding up the pack is a lot easier because the weight is like distributed and you got both your hands. That's so much easier. But when you have to, the lighter the weight, the harder it is.
Takes a physical toll.
Why is that so difficult?
You can't pick that bag up. You decided to join the Army and you can't pick that bag up.
Right side bag, right side bag.
Jesus Christ. This man's teeth are doing all kinds of things.
After about 20 minutes,
freaking terrified,
the intensity begins to subside. And the drill sergeant's tone changes.
We only produce the best soldiers in the United States Army.
Before training officially
best soldiers
begins. We went back to Fort Benning, now known as Fort Moore, in 2022 to see how the Army got rid of the shark attack and replaced it with a new tradition known as the first 100 yards.
That's way further into training than the earlier stuff. Yeah, no, they didn't replace it with anything. That's like way later into training. Like we all had that. We all had to do those games and all that stuff. That's not a replacement. That's just removing something to get to something else faster.
Relax, man.
This is day one for new Army infantry soldiers.
This ain't day one. You're full of it. That's not day one.
If you're in formation, I should be the only one talking.
Their 22-week training begins with an event known as the first 100 yards.
Come on, first!
Where different platoons compete in events that test them mentally and physically.
The entire intent behind it is that they understand that the Army is all about teamwork, winning matters, and it sets that tone for the rest of their 22-week cycle here at Fort Benning.
The winning platoon receives a reward, and the losers face consequences.
We need the pallet! We need the pallet!
It may seem intense, but it's markedly different from what day one used to look like.
Why are you switching back? Shut up!
Okay, so this is all infantry. Okay.
Shut the hell up! Why are you switching back?
In February of 2020, Insider got a look at what used to happen on day one.
Get your bags up!
An event known as the shark attack.
You're a tough guy. Do something. Do something. That's what I thought.
An unofficial tradition born in the Vietnam era when soldiers were drafted to serve in the Army.
It was a very different Army. You had guys coming from prison, and the drill sergeants needed to assert that dominance.
Why are you moving?
Yeah, well, I mean, people are being drafted, so obviously they need to. And plus, they need to speed up the training too.
What we know now is that there's no reason to, put somebody through that.
Shut your mouth!
That's why we went away from the shark attack.
No, that's a lie. The reason they went away from that is because a lot more people would quit. And they're already low in numbers, so they need to do everything they can to maintain as many as they can. Remember when I was going into the Marine Corps, like there were already a lot of people in, and I think they were like already cutting back on how many people there was in the Marine Corps, because I think we have a lower limit than all the other branches. We're the smallest branch, so there was already a lot of people in, so they could lose people. They didn't really care.
The Army officially replaced the shark attack in the fall of 2020.
Let's go! Get off! Let's go!
Insider returned to Fort Benning to see the first 100 yards in action.
As far as it being easier, that's not the case.
As far as it being easier, that's not the case. It's definitely easier. It's definitely easier because they need more people in. It might not be as easy for the men, but it's definitely easier for the ladies because they're usually the ones that quit more, and there's less of them that like even sign up to do that anyways.
The physical stress is still there, the mental stress is still there,
We're not moving at the position of attention.
and the drill sergeants bring the intensity.
Divided into 4 platoons, the all-male Delta Company of the 1st Battalion, 50th Infantry Regiment forms up to begin the event.
Upon the completion of your training, you'll be inducted into the Brotherhood of the Infantry that has fought and defended our nation's freedom for the last 246 years. Your mission: complete 4 collective tasks as quickly, accurately, and violently as possible.
Completing the mission by closing with and destroying the enemy during the last 100 yards yields victory.
In combat, there's no prize for second place.
Why did they have the infantry doing this instead of more weapons training? This is... All right.
But today, only women will be rewarded.
Let's go, man!
We followed 2nd Platoon, signified.
Like, I get it if it's for teamwork, but they shouldn't be spending this much time on teamwork for infantry instead of weapons training. That's their main job, is fighting.
By red jerseys.
Let's go, boys! Go! Let's go!
After a short run, the platoon encounters a mass of supplies arranged in a very specific way.
You 3, look! Remember how this is set up!
Got the MREs, got the water. And...
Do you remember? You guys have 10 more seconds. Pay attention to how this is set up. It's going to pay dividends later, men.
With about 30 seconds to memorize the configuration of supplies, they'll be expected to recreate it later.
Everybody will carry something at least once, understood? Yes, let's go. Hey, let's go, man. Let's go. We got to move. Hey, man. Let's rock.
The trainees have to move the supplies while avoiding obstacles on their path to the AO, or area of operations.
Hey, watch the lawn.
The scenario that we create for it is that you're conducting a resupply mission, but the goal is to get everybody to work together to accomplish that mission.
Hey, watch these trees! Watch the tree! Hey, watch this log! Just drop the gear!
Rearranging the supplies as they initially found them comes later, after a series of events that will give them plenty of time to forget.
Move it! 4 ranks! 4 ranks! How many of you guys actually read that study guide? Raise your hand.
The trainees are quizzed on facts included in a study guide issued to them upon arrival at Fort Benning.
Me and the commander.
They're really testing the intelligence of the infantry. They're not the brightest bunch.
We'll tally up total points, and that will be the winners of this next event. Who is your battalion command sergeant major and battalion commander? Talk it over, take your time, do it right the first time so you don't do it again.
Where do you got these masks? Oh, the COVID stuff. Oh my God. I was kind of like ignoring it but then I realized this is freaking army. Like, why they got these masks on? But
Again, the brigade commander, what's his
Who's
name?
the brigade commander?
And rank. Just write something down, let's go, man. Run!
Run to the bar! Run!
It gives you a little bit of insight for the drill sergeants as to what kind of guys you're going to have and maybe where you need to focus on as far as the development of the trainees.
First, where's your answers? You gotta, if you don't fight to the front, man, you ain't gonna be winners. All right, man, go to the backs of your ranks. Hurry up. There can only be one winner. For this event, it was 3rd Platoon. One, two, 3, 1.
For the losers, the consequence is what's known as corrective training.
It just reinforces that winning matters.
yeah, no shit.
The count 3. Sound the fuck off.
These like vests that they're wearing, the reason it's like there's a bunch of holes and stuff in it is because they reuse it. They reuse it. Like the next group that comes in, they're gonna get the same vest and stuff.
Your next task is to build a bunker. The dimensions for the bunker are going to be 5 wide in the front, 2 sandbags deep, and 3 sandbags tall. The team that builds this bunker to standard in the quickest amount of time will be the winners. Get ready! Go! Go!
We gotta go!
There should be more over there. Right over here, right over here! Hey man, they're doing it that way. Let's go. What are you guys doing? Running out of time. Man, we're gonna leave. Come on.
Everybody's got to pull their weight. You know, just like when they get to their first unit of assignment, you got to pull your own weight.
Who thinks they won? Well, the winners are 4th platoon. Yeah! Drill sergeant, give your platoons their reward.
This dude's fogged all the way up, man. He can't even move to wipe it either.
The forward launch!
After 2 events without a win, 2nd Platoon doesn't have time to relax. Their next task is to resupply the bunker with the supplies they carried through the woods.
Build it exactly as you found it back at the road.
Nearly an hour has passed since they had 30 seconds to memorize how the gear was arranged.
Get ready, go! Boxes was 3 long, 4 high, 1 in the middle between the 2 on top. Work together. You're gonna mess it up. Work together. Communicate. 3 by 3.
It's just a mentally challenging event.
That was 3 long, right there.
3 long.
Test and assess the mental capabilities of these individuals under stress now, and then see how far they come 22 weeks from now.
It was 3-4, 3-4-2-1. Let me do it.
How could that be applicable in combat?
It could be as small as you have to be able to remember where the closest piece of cover behind you was.
Just put something on top of it so it stays. Let's go.
Once you're put in the stressful environment, now you have to remember something from before and you have to act.
Come back. I'm putting in the effort, you better too. Every platoon has deficiency.
The stretcher is supposed to be across the MREs.
However, the closest platoon to being correct was 2nd platoon.
All right, man. Keep that military bearing, all right? Now go back to pre-rest.
Drill sergeant, give your platoons their rewards. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, man, doesn't mean because we won this one, all right? You can be up here, but stay humble, all right? Yes,
if we win this next one, we have a good chance of taking.
Motivated, absolutely.
Yes! Am I wrong? Why are you staring at me? Huh? Aren't you an adult?
Under extreme psychological stress.
You had 1 step to do. Now you're trying to take a shortcut.
That mustache and them teeth, man. That's crazy. Like his top teeth and his bottom teeth is from 2 different people.
Louder than me yet?
Yes, sir.
How are you going to arrest 20 people if you can't even speak loudly?
They're going to be put under stress, and there's a reason behind that.
Why? Why?
They have to be able to think. They have to be able to receive instruction. They have to be able to make decisions, and then they have to be able to execute those decisions or actions under stress.
You better get back over there with the rest of them.
The uniforms are looking pretty good, though. I'm not going to lie. Look at that. That looks real clean.
Hurry up!
I appreciate they're here. I understand the sacrifice, their commitment to duty. However,
answer your voice!
You are now a Border Patrol trainee, and you're going to start getting indoctrinated into our world and get prepared for this profession.
Why are you shaking? Why
It's not shaking.
are you shaking? Scared.
Oh.
And that's what's going to happen when he gets to the field. He's going to be scared.
He ain't making it to the field.
Going to be scared, going to shake.
You think that's gonna look good?
No, sir.
You think the criminals are gonna like that?
No,
They're
sir.
gonna look at you and go, I got him. He's mine.
I mean, I think they'll try to look at her and see I got her.
But we'll teach you. We'll teach you how not to be scared.
Back up.
The last I checked, sir, R does not come right before T and in between S. Am I wrong? Why are you staring at me? Huh? Aren't you an adult?
Yes, sir.
My 2-year-old can take responsibility, sir. Fix yourself. Go find the S's.
Active trainees are allowed to observe EOD, but when an officer caught a group of them laughing and joking,
yeah, you don't want to be doing that.
They were quickly corrected.
If that happens again, it will end.
Shift! Day 0. Nothing's even started yet. No one's forcing you to be here. You're welcome to leave anytime you like.
This guy, does he got a suit on?
Are you looking for a way out?
Yeah.
The way out is on the bus. You just decided to look at me. I feel like you're ready to quit tonight. You ready, sir?
After this session, we learned that some instructors were addressed about using language that encouraged trainees to quit, even though it was part of the intended stress inoculation.
We're not trying to get people to quit. That's certainly not the intent. Our senior
What the? They called him up just because. Oh my God. They're pussifying everything. Can't have hard stuff anymore. Jesus Christ.
Your leadership historically and now has been supportive of the fact that, yes, absolutely, we need more agents out there on the line getting the job done, but that we don't need to.
What do you need more agents for? You're letting people all across the border, man. You don't need more agents. You just need somebody with a clipboard telling them where to go.
Lower our standards in order to accomplish that.
You better put that pen away, sir. You make me nervous with that pen. Like you want to stab me with it. Do you want to stab me right now, sir? Try it. See how far you get.
Both calling each other, sir. Jesus.
Maybe you should where are you?
The new trainees are issued uniforms,
Get out of my face! Hurry up, you!
but the high stress levels endure.
Let's see. There's a hand in the face.
Get over there where you belong! Fold the damn pen! Do they button?
That's a big boy.
Do they not button? No, sir! Jesus Christ! They're not running around you!
These periods of stress inoculation or intentional induction of that
He's a big boy too.
high stress levels. It goes up, it goes down.
Let's go! Hurry up!
And these things subside.
There you go. Good teamwork.
Oh, come on. Really? She do the paperwork?
Exactly what I want to see.
Start working together! Help each other out!
Do the right thing when nobody's looking.
As the sun begins to set on EOD, the tone from the instructors has obviously started to change.
What is this? Are you serious?
We will become brothers and sisters. Trust me when I'm telling you this. You will succeed if you listen to me. Everybody's got to work together.
That dude got a soft voice.
There's a team.
Yes, sir.
You join the Border Patrol, that's part of a family. Start acting like you start helping each other out.
Shut your doughy ass up. Well, you start acting like you goddamn have a job that requires you to be physical. You know, sit on your ass and eat all day.
Well, the way you people are going to make it through this academy is by helping each other out. But if you don't help and take care of your classmates, you won't make it and they won't make it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. It's not true.
None of y'all want to go home? No, sir. Then you better take care of each other.
We were on hand for the message that Academy Chief Daniel Harris delivered to the class on day 1 of their training.
I hope you noticed that at no point did you see them getting in any of the females' faces and doing all that screaming. Because they would quit.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, class. My name is Dan Harris, Jr., and I am the chief of this, the United States Border Patrol Academy. And there are a few things that I need to tell you that you need to hear directly from me. I promise you, you're going to have to take someone's freedom away. And you are going to get that right when you leave here. Let's hope you don't ever have to take someone's life away. But you're asking me to give you the authority to do both of those things. And let me be crystal.
How are you going to be taking people's freedoms away?
Clear. If you bring dishonor to the United States Border Patrol, if you bring dishonor to the uniform you are wearing, I'm going to fire you. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Every single class tells me that same thing. There are men and women out there on the street on patrol right now in the desert who need you as their backup. They need your help out there right now. I need you to graduate from this academy. But again, nothing will be given to you. I wish the best of luck to all of you, and the next time I talk to you will
What's going on with the side of his face there? Is there some kind of infection?
be day 112. I'll see you then. On your feet. All yours.
The Secret Service has a zero-fail mission.
Secret Service?
A zero-fail mission. What that means in layman's terms, ladies
This man got all kinds of fatness all going on in his face.
and gentlemen, is this. You don't get a bad day in the Secret Service. Somebody tell me in this room right now, what would happen if...
That's a weird build. Just normal legs and... Jesus Christ. But he's good, man. I would want him as my Secret Service agent. All that meat on him, you take a couple pops. Just saying, I'm never going to get touched. All that meat on him.
If the Secret Service failed at its zero-fail mission, if one of us decided that we stayed out late the night before, we got up late, we let the wrong person get by us, something happened to the President of the United States, would it be business as usual that next day? Any ideas? Tell me what you think. Would there be any changes the next day after something happened to the President? What do you think would happen to other foreign militaries' postures around the world? What do you think would happen to the stock market here and abroad? How would it affect you? How would it affect your family members? What would happen to your family's 401ks and retirement plans? You think those things would plummet? You think there'd be worldwide panic and anxiety? That's exactly what would happen. Times 10. That is now your...
That's wow, it's an interesting shape.
Responsibility. That is now the weight on your shoulders. That is what the responsibility you are accepting by taking this job and showing up here today. So I want you to take this moment and say to yourself, am I ready for that level of responsibility? Is that what I want to do? You've earned this seat. We've congratulated you. Now you have to earn it every single day.
2019, Secret Service agents. All right, let's see what the Secret Service are doing. Look at this lady over here.
You okay, man?
Mother.
Hey, put the bat down. Put the bat. Police.
The hell is this?
Drop the bat.
I want you to take all the notions that you have about what
Man, put the bat down. Just very calm, like he's not even...
What we do in the Secret Service that you've seen on the movies and on TV shows, and I want you to throw it out the window.
This is Secret Service Boot Camp.
Oh, that shit looks easy.
Before they join the Secret Service, all recruits...
Someone's child just made it in there.
Have to graduate from the agency's 6-month training program. Training happens here at the James J. Rowley Training Center in Laurel, Maryland, located about 20 miles north of Washington.
Welcome to the James J. Rowley United States Secret Service Training Center.
On day 1, a new class of recruits arrives at the academy.
Have a seat. Every one of you sitting here right now, there was about 100 other applicants that tried
to get free suits? Why did they all show up
to
in
get
suit?
the seat that you have earned. How did you earn that seat? You earned that seat by getting through our very, very difficult and in-depth vetting process. And you should be congratulated. And I hope you celebrated, because the celebration time is over. Now's the time for business. Everybody clear on that?
Every summer, a select few arrive at one of the nation's prestigious military service academies for a much different education than what their peers get at traditional universities. This is what happens inside West Point on day 1.
Ready?
Why is he laughing? Military Academy. The MPs.
On a scorching Monday in July, over 1,200 cadet candidates arrive at the U.S. Military Academy for Reception Day. Also known as R Day, it marks the beginning of their time at West Point.
All day long, the new cadets will do a transformation from
That's a very old woman.
Their civilian status, and at the end of the day, take their oath to serve our nation in the Army.
Why did you decide to come to West Point?
Both my brothers went here, and it's a great school, and I wanted to join the Army afterwards, so there's no better school to do that.
All of my uncles, they served in the Army, and they're telling me that all about the school, how great, and all the leaders that came from it.
Is extremely limited. And
but I think if you
Just had a really special bond.
and
They're twins.
40% is represented by minorities.
This incoming class is probably one of our most diverse in recent years. We
DEI.
want everybody to be on.
A lot of hair, just little micro hairs just all over her body. It's a hairy lady.
The same even playing field so that we can build a common foundation for them to continue to grow upon.
Located just 32 miles from Baltimore, the academy is situated on the banks of the Chesapeake Bay. Forms all
Charge to duty.
prepare to be
Ramping up the stress helps those folks realize that they are in a different environment and they have to belong to the nation as officers of the United States.
They get to roll some bumpers.
contrails, a 109.
Move it, let's go!
Air Force, man. The Air Force had some of the finest women. Like, oh, good Lord. Air Force chicks are banging.
That is that real, where the real shock and all happens.
I mean, you already see. You can already see the shapely. Like, you see some Marine Corps women, some Army women. Like they built like for refrigerators. So you get an Air Force. That's where you get the real feminine ladies over there.
There's a lot of command voice. It's very loud, but there's a lot of kind of teaching going on at the moment, but also kind of demanding that they respond and that they listen. Kind of getting that first experience of what we expect.
Like, look at them, man. They're shaped like ladies. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the Air Force for you right there.
From a person in the military.
When you exited that bus, you took the first step that every member of the long blue line has taken. Do not disappoint those that came before you.
The new cadets stand on gray footprints, which are used to teach them how to stand at the position of attention. And the cadre ensures.
Let's go.
Then it's time for a quick humid Saturday in August.
Is it a church pastor screaming at people? The hell am I looking at?
After this not so warm welcome from the cadre,
They couldn't give a shit. You're mine now, lady. Lady, you saying some dangerous words to me right now. I don't know where you think this is gonna go.
the rat's next stop is the barber shop. Female rats must wear their hair in a tight bun or ponytail and can't have it fall below the shoulder blades. Male rats have to shave their
What
heads.
is this rat nonsense?
Why are you holding them?
What am I looking at?
So I can service them.
Hair longer than 8 inches is cut and donated to charity. VMI cadets are not obligated to serve in the armed forces after graduation. And tuition costs about $30,000 per year for Virginia residents and about $60,000 for out-of-state cadets. Why come to VMI if you don't have a plan to serve?
A normal college, like the way I'm wired, I feel like I wouldn't be able to succeed as well as at a normal college. I think I need some discipline.
A common appeal of VMI is the alumni network, which includes politicians like Virginia Governor Ralph Northam.
I think the connections here will be useful.
So many opportunities, connections.
Virginia Military Institute? Is that what it is?
About half of cadets do not go on to serve in the military, yet they still chose this for their college experience.
The rat line.
The rat line. This lady's red. She's really giving it her all. I like that. I like to see Like to see that. The other ladies, they were just phoning it in. She really get.
It's all mental. It's to put pressure so that you can be more mentally tough.
Okay. The teeth is a little janky, but hey, she cute.
Giving rats a very stressful environment.
Damn, she's tiny. What? They can barely see her.
Shows them that you're at the bottom.
What the hell happened to this man's neck?
You have to work your way to the top, and also you need to be able to like overcome pressure and like obstacles in your way.
Oh my God. This goddamn youth pastor keep coming around screaming at people.
Shut your mouth right now!
The rats form up outside,
Where did that guy get a hat?
where they continue to get to know their cadre.
Start that dog in the back. Listen right now. Right now. Right now. You, right here.
He's like, you're talking to me?
Don't talk back to me. Shut up! Shut up!
That's how life is here. You just had to stand there, try not to do anything, try to be as invisible as possible.
But you're down with our lives here still. What's wrong with those who do?
Rats learn the
That's a weird looking dude.
VMI honor code, which they repeat over and over again. Statue of Confederate.
The upperclassmen have basically free reign to yell at you for whatever they want to.
Open your mouth!
Yes, Cobra! They just learn how to be rats, learn the basics so that they can get through
What's that look on his face?
this semester and then halfway through the next.
Roll it back! Get your fork back! Who am I? Who am I?
One of the basics rats learn during Hell Week is how to properly strain, which
What is this? What did he got them doing this stupid?
refers to the uncomfortable position they must take
Yes, Corporal.
whenever they're inside barracks for the duration
Is this?
of the rat line.
Yes, sir! Strain! Yes, sir!
Can you show me what the proper technique is?
And then you put it back, and you just kind of like lean back.
Oh my God, why? Can't be good for your back.
The waist.
Shoulders back, chin in, and then
He's like built like a dude from the neck down. That's
stick your forehead back as far as it can go.
Yes, sir.
Every class has certain privileges. Rats, their only privilege is to strain, and as you go up, you get more privileges.
what the. Okay.
Long-held rat line traditions like straining continue at VMI.
Yes, Corporal!
But the Institute has adjusted some training since the appointment of Superintendent Wins. Cadet cadre now participate in a leadership academy on professionalism, accountability, and appropriate behavior when dealing with new cadets.
Look at my face. Remember who I am.
And
Who the
new
hell are you?
measures for reporting incidents have been put in place.
We have what's called a Cadet Equity Association, and it's intended to deal with reports.
Cadet Equity? CEI?
That might come about where an incident of racism or sexism has occurred.
I've had enough. Oh man. Well, it was interesting. Took me back to the times. Anyways, until next time. Oh, wait, I didn't. Now. Damn it.